Bad news, everyone. It's still Blue Monday. Should we cheer ourselves up by doing something fun in English as well? Yeah, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Okay. So, for English today, it's still Blue Monday. Never mind. So, shall we do something fun? So, what we're going to do today is we're going to revisit your fabulous poems that you did in Friday's English lesson. So just take a few minutes to flip back in your home learning book and find those. And we decided that for today, we're going to copy it up in Best and illustrate it beautifully, because what we would like to do when we eventually get back to school is kind of collate all these poems together and put them in a nice book that we can add to the library so the other children can look at it. So what we'd like to do is copy them up in Best and illustrate them beautifully. So things you will need. So essentially, all you will need is your home learning book, the nicest pen you can find. I'd rather you did this in pen than pencil, and something to colour with, because you're going to be doing some drawing and things with it. This is completely optional, but it would be really, really lovely if you've got any plain paper around, like just an ordinary bit of white computer paper in A4, which you can draw some lines on very faintly. If you're really lucky and you've got a printer, you can do some line. You can print off some line guides to put underneath. Mums and dads, remember when we were in school and when you were asked to do something in Best, and you go to the drawer and you get the line guides and you put the paper clips on. And so it needs to be kind of thick enough that you can see through the paper. So if you can do that, or you draw the lines on faintly, that would be super. An ink pen would be ideal if you have one, like just one of the handwriting pens we use in school, or even if you've got like a really fancy ink pen, like a Parker or something like that. And then some colouring pencils, because obviously we don't want, if you're using ink and then you use felt tip, it's going to all bleed together and look a mess. So ideally, like if you've got those things, that would be really, really super. But if not, don't panic. It's fine. If you make it look beautiful, that's absolutely fine. Okay. So we're aiming for something very beautiful like this. Obviously, you're not going to be using, this is indeed India. This is Mark Twain. You haven't written this. You've written something else. So, but these are the kind of things that we're looking for. So really think about how you're going to set this out. So you're going to have kind of your poem going down the middle. So remember, I always say to you, oh, what's wrong with that bit of space? And you haven't written up to the margin. In poetry, there aren't any rules. So if you want to write it kind of in the middle of your page, that's fine. So you can fit your illustrations around the side. And we're looking for something that really kind of evokes this feeling of India, like we've got here. So we've got some lovely elephants and some kind of bison in the background. You can see the Taj Mahal, the tigers and all the nice exotic fruits and things like that, but really make it linked to your particular poem. Obviously, all your poems are different, so we've got 60 different ones. So I can't give you exact guidance on what you're going to write on yours, but this is just an example of something. Really, really take your time over this, because of guided reading today, you haven't got an afternoon lesson. So, if you want to spend a good couple of hours writing it out beautifully in your best handwriting and then illustrating it really, really nicely, you have the time today. Okay, can't wait to see them. Do photograph them, send them to us, the usual Year 5 email address, and then we can't wait to share them all when we get back to school.